Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone.
Oh, damn,
so
I was talking the whole
here
time
at the 25.
Hey, like I was saying, though, watch the trade block. Got some people on the trade block. Just watch them today. Watch how they work. See how they perform. And if they don't perform well, that is not indicative of what they can do for you. You know what I mean? They can do a lot for you. I'm going to sell them to you. That's my job. I'm going to sell them to you. See what we got out here. Side stuff. No, fighters.
The first carry now for Tony
Pollard. A little bit.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy.
Get the run game going a little bit, you know what I mean? We'll open up.
It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll run left with Pollard, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down?
When
That's a
games
nice
start like
for
this,
them
though,
in
we make bad decisions. Not the best thing. Flip game. Play a little bit. Like stop some. That's the thing. If it was second series, I'd probably punt it. First series of game, we need a first. Ran the ball twice.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Got him.
Into the second
hey, look at Fant, though. Look at Fant.
Down at the 41-yard
line. Big time player, man.
And that's a big pickup on first down. And
I'm trying to give y'all good, great, not even good play. Great, 99 hands, 91 speed.
In this case,
91 acceleration, 6'4", 255 pounds.
And deflating for the defense.
Runs through it all.
Stop here.
Like, I need y'all to focus. I need y'all to focus.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson.
Keep going.
Right. Kidder here, it's complete.
Use it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets in.
2 times I've attacked your area.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
He's sending the pressure on the outside. I see.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Nowhere to hit it, though.
On 1st down.
Oh, man. You're not doing a good showing, my man.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And
got to show you can
those
block.
Guys on the other side, they get paid too.
What good are you? Like, that's what I'm pushing you as a fast blocking tight end.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Turn off that in the game over there.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Swinging this out for Pollard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can.
Correct.
4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
I personally think he's...
Here's Wilson to throw.
Yep, got him.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And man
he's
covered.
going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure if this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Damn, hit the hole, man.
Try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Felt like those. Games like this, you got to be able to hit those. Like this, you got.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
That is what I want him to
do. Here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
Oh, I have to.
And his kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Gonna try to run the ball.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they worked this well.
It took a long time to get all the way across that field, though.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Falcons.
Second quarter now, Falcon football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
More nice stuff out there. Give him credit.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Anyway, is the best one.
Now Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Double Doug dare you to run the ball. Double dog there. Take it. Take the field.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Hey, that pressure. Could be internet too. But that pressure be putting, I feel like internet.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, this from 46.
And 14 mile per hour winds. He might call a timeout. Fun play.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie us
at
3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Open it up a little.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I need to make an example. I don't know what he can.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson.
What was
that? Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
I swear
and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
He was open
no
for
doubt
20
about
minutes.
it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
he should have
2nd year, as you noted,
like,
on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cam Akers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
The worst part about this game is
still open for the coordinator.
Probably the worst part about this. They gave me a prompt for him.
2nd and 7 now from the 28.
and against the Falcons.
To throw is Wilson. He
There you
completes
go,
this into the
block.
hands of Miller. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They find some open field here. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
24 is the mic. I'm here all day. 24 is the mic. Hey, I'm coming. 24 is the mic. Delta. 24 is the mic.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the
nice catch.
Did he keep
I
the feet
like
in?
it,
Yes,
brother.
he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Definitely don't think we'll see 300.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And I'm on a hard off.
2nd down and goal. Wilson flushed out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Can I get it?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
And done the right way. That's a touchdown. He literally got 2 off the ball.
And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
That's how you know.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over in that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before.
Yeah,
but how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Jones.
And then we got Newsom on the other side.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Fan. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Four down. Check. 24 is the mic. Lock it. Check 24.
Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson.
He knows.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Again, field goal range.
24 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Box track. Watch the screen. Pass. 24 is the mic. On the ball. On the
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This is the tight end fan, and he's going to get this inside the 30. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the 31, Jones. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. Today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
It's my fault because I tell myself to go with them, but then
this time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Falcons getting 300 yards today.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's Pollard again. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 61 yards on the ground for him so far. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And throw it time. Timing ain't right. Passing.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Second and 20.
Let's go. Watch tight end. Everyone's got four down. 24 is the mic. Let's go, D. Go. 24 is the mic. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. 24 is the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Shut up.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
24 is the mic. Check my aim. 24 is the mic. Bandit. Bandit. 24 is the mic. Hey, get
Now it's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Wilson. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
On second down, it's Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
He's got his tight end Fant, and he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still
bro,
work in
like I don't
here in his second
understand.
season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now
can't be containing
his head
quarterback
coach,
and doing
his
inside
offensive
runs
coaches,
or outside
they have
runs.
to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
Make a play.
Touchdown, Falcons.
That's what he did, 70s.
A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wilson's throw taken in by Miller. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
can't even.
Hey, 24 is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Woo. 24 is the mic. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 24 is the mic. Let's go.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And some space here. And all the way down to the 29. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Swinging this out for Pollard. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
General, west. Screen. Watch the screen. 24 is the mic. Scene 6.
Throwing again here. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Come on, zoom, fellas, let's go. 24 is the mic. Too little, cut.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This is caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones, staying on his feet. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Go.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
I need 300 yards, bro. You can have the dub, but I need 300 yards.